Good evening, I'm Kimilia and this is KiniNews. Umno continues to pressure the Prime Minister to hold the general election as soon as possible. However, just how much pressure is Ismail Sabri facing? According to a party source, he was given an ultimatum. Conflicting accounts have emerged on what transpired at the Umno Political Bureau meeting on Wednesday. This is a day after former Premier Najib Abdul Razak failed to overturn his conviction and prison sentence. According to one Umno and government source, Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob was purportedly told to hold the general election as soon as possible or be sacked from the party. However, Umno Secretary General Ahmad Maslan denied this. Responding to Malaysia Kini, he said it was false. Whereas, Umno Youth Chief Asyraf Wajdi Dusuki described this as an attempt to tarnish Umno's image and create a negative perception. Meanwhile, the source said the meeting was tense and some of those present raised their voices at Ismail Sabri. The source added that the Political Bureau was displeased with the Federal Court's decision to uphold Najib's conviction. However, the source declined to reveal Ismail Sabri's response to the demand during the meeting. The source said the Political Bureau also discussed the possibility of securing a royal pardon for Najib. Najib has lost access to his mobile devices in prison. However, his daughter has been more active on social media recently. The jailing of Najib appears to be her main focus. Najib Abdul Razak's daughter, Nuriana Najwa, has alleged that her father was jailed on hearsay. She also decried how several key persons linked to the SRC international case were never called to testify during the trial. Writing on social media, Nuriana pointed out that the alleged mastermind, fugitive businessperson Joe Low, did not testify during the trial at the Kuala Lumpur High Court as he could not be located by the authorities. She also claimed that an unknown person who forged 20 bank transfer checks were never found as well. She also mentioned several high-profile names who were not called to testify, such as former SRC CEO Nik Faisal Arif Kamil and former Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Noor Muhammad Yaakob. Nuriana had been active on her Instagram since the Apex Court dismissed her father's appeal. Najib is currently serving time at Kajang Prison. PAS Youth continues its fight against upcoming concert, saying if it's not cancelled, the party will hold a nationwide protest. PAS Youth warned that it will be mobilizing a nationwide protest if the government continues to grant permission for various concerts to be held in the country. PAS Youth Chief Ahmad Fadli Shari cited inappropriate timing as among the reasons that no permission should be granted for concerts to be held. The Pasir Mas MP also called upon relevant agencies to consider cancelling or revoking permissions granted for upcoming concerts. Fadli then urged like-minded NGOs and individuals sensitive to the issue to rise together and prevent the spread of hedonistic culture. Fadli's call was made a week after US singer Billie Eilish held her concert at Stadium Bukit Jalil in Kuala Lumpur. He had also objected to her concert 12 hours after the show. Latif, the minister implicated in the LCS scandal, has once again denied involvement in the controversial project. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Abdul Latif Ahmad, once again denied his involvement in the littoral combat ship scandal. In a statement today, the minister stressed that he has no marital ties with anyone with the name Zainab binti Saleh. He also said none of his family members is involved in the business of supply and construction of the LCS. He added that as a representative from an island and sea area of Mersing, he loves to eat fish, but not sharks. This comes after PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli revealed a person named Zainab Muhammad Saleh as an individual connected to the LCS project and Latif's second wife. Rafizi accused Latif and Zainab of being big sharks, profiting from the LCS project via offshore companies appointed as project consultants, despite being unqualified for the position. While Latif has denied this allegation in the past, Rafizi claimed that the denial was even before he revealed Zainab's identity. Latif, now with Bersatu, was at the time an UMNO Deputy Defence Minister serving under Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. The denial has prompted Rafizi Ramli to challenge the minister to take legal action against him. PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli has retaliated against Abdul Latif Ahmad. Rafizi said Latif should sue him if he had wrongly implicated the minister's alleged wife in the controversial Littoral Combat Ship project. In a statement today, Rafizi maintained that Zainab Muhammad Saleh was the minister's second wife and that she controlled offshore companies appointed as project consultants for the LCS project. Rafizi added that Latif did not counter the facts that have been shared with the Rakyat so far. The PKR leader said this after Latif took to Facebook to deny links to the LCS scandal. Latif also denied having marital ties with anyone named Zainab binti Saleh. Latif added that none of his family members was also involved in the supply and construction of the LCS project. On that note, Rafizi alleged that by denying the matter, Latif was accusing the auditor who worked on the forensic report of lying. The government has decided to table the budget earlier than expected. However, it has denied this has anything to do with the election. Budget 2023 will be tabled 3 weeks earlier than initially scheduled. This was confirmed by Minister in charge of Parliament and Law, Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar. He said the budget 2023 will be presented in the Dewan Rakyat on October 7th. He, however, denied any link between the change of date of the new sitting and the next general election. The election is speculated to be held this year as UMNO has been mounting pressure on Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob for a snap poll. Earlier today, The Star reported that Ismail Sabri informed the cabinet of the decision to reschedule the tabling of Budget 2023 at a meeting. Last week, Wan Junaidi indicated that the next general election is likely to be called only after the tabling of the federal budget in Parliament. A charge against Fahmi Reza involving a post on Twitter targeting Adham Baba has been dropped. Graphic designer Fahmi Reza succeeded in his bid for the court to drop a charge against him. This is over an alleged obscene post on Twitter against then Health Minister Adham Baba. The Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court this morning allowed Fahmi's application to be granted a discharge, not amounting to an acquittal in the case. Under criminal law, a DNAA means the accused could, in theory, be charged in the future for the same offence if the prosecution decides to do so. The court also ordered the 5,000 ringgit bail money to be returned to Fahmi. On February 10th, Fahmi claimed trial for improper use of his Twitter account to post an allegedly obscene post against the minister last year. Adham is now the Science, Technology and Innovation Minister. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.